Hey Links family, welcome to the first E-Link of 2025. It seems like Christmas and New Year were a distant memory now, with the busyness of the new year, new goals, new season. It's an exciting time for us. As many of you will be aware, for our partners around the world, the whole Christmas season is a very, very busy time with lots of different activities and exciting things that they were all able to get involved in, lives that they were able to touch, children who wouldn't have really had a Christmas if it wasn't for the support that people like you give to Links so that we can help them in their endeavours. So on behalf of just the thousands of families that will have been touched throughout this season, thank you so much. And we're excited for this new year. We're believing that it's going to be a year of laid down self-sacrifice. If any of you have read our magazine, you'll see that we talked about this being a year of barefoot faith. That whole idea of God saying to Moses, take off your sandals because you're standing on holy ground, and that image of being servants of the Lord, of being those that walk barefoot. God said to Joshua, everywhere that you place the sole of your foot, not the sole of your sneakers, not the sole of your sandals, where you place your feet. And we're believing that this year is going to be a year of many great things as we go out and as we operate on behalf of our Saviour, advancing his kingdom around the world. And I've been really struck in the last couple of weeks, the amazing message again of the Sermon on the Mount, where Jesus gathers essentially this crowd that comes from all over the length and the breadth of the nation of Israel, of all different kinds of backgrounds, from the wealthy elites to the very poor, from the erudite religious scholar to those who maybe never paid thoughts to God. And all of these people want a piece of Jesus, and they come together on the side of this mountain near Lake Galilee, and Jesus gives this monumental message to them. And one of the things that Jesus does in this message is that he blesses them. He speaks words over them that would have been shocking, would have been completely counterintuitive. He says to them, you are the salt of the earth. In Matthew 5:13 to 16, he says, you're the salt of the earth, but if salt loses its saltiness, how will it be made salty again? You're the light of the world, but you can't hide a light under a basket. You have to set it up on a lampstand so that it can shine and people can see your good works and glorify your Father in heaven. You're a city set on a hill. And essentially what Jesus is saying to the people is, this is who you are. Whether you realize it or not, whether you believe it or not, you are the people of the covenant. You are the people that my Father has chosen to show the world the truth. And like all of those images, they are catalytic. Salt affects everything it touches, whether it's preserving meat, whether it is curing things by being placed on wounds, whether it is sterilizing, whether it is enhancing flavor. Salt has to get out of the salt shaker and it has to impact its surroundings. And Jesus calls us to do that. Light is only palpable and tangible when it is brought into a dark place. That's when the light really comes into its own. And a city that is set on a hill, it can't be hidden. And in Jesus' time, those cities, they were places of refuge that people would stream to. They would know that would be where they could get justice, where they could get resources. And we are called to be that. Jesus's church has called out people are the hope of the earth when we follow in the footsteps of our rabbi. Our founder, Norman Barnes, used to often say, the church is God's plan A, and he doesn't have a plan B. We are the people that God has called. We're salt. Whether we feel like it or not, we are light. Whether we realize it or not, we are called to change the atmosphere. So as we go on into 2025, let's go knowing what our identity is and living from the inside out, letting who God says we are impact the world around us. Thank you for joining with us. Together, we are connecting people, confronting poverty and creating potential. We love you, God bless you, and we're excited for all God is going to do in this year.